All right. Hey, what's up, everybody? You know who we are, IUE, BGE. You know what we're here to do. We're going to give you a quick core for today. But today, let me hold up. Hold on. Let me get up in here. It's all about these guys right here, baby. It's all about the Browns today. All day, every day. And we're just gonna light this thing up. All right, guys. So we're gonna start off with a Browns hype video for the playoffs.
No more excuses. Seed is getting hotter and hotter. I still think he could have a big bounce back.
The Browns are winning it. Kind of crazy, sexy, cool, if you know what I mean.
He slides home. Touchdown. Baker Mayfield for the score. He throws end zone open. Hooper, touchdown. Hunt's wide open. Touchdown, Browns. Little trickery. Landry's a lefty. And it's caught by Mayfield. Richardson got him and hit him. Sheldon Richardson. Myles Garrett's got him. And he knocks him down.
We do feel the love. Like I said, I see all the flags when I'm driving to work or driving to the stadium. So we understand the excitement there, and we just got to make sure that we continue to give them something to be excited about.
Rifles, touchdown, Landry. Here he comes, touchdown, Nick Chubb. Touchdown, Hollywood Higgins posing with his teammates. Touchdown, it's Hollywood Higgins. Gordon is there, it's 2 points for the Browns. Oh, Harrison Bryant caught it, touchdown. He's throwing down the right sideline, he's got people down wide open. He's gone, touchdown. Right sideline. Oh, what a catch by Higgins! Oh, touchdown! It's Kareem Hunt!
The Browns are a new team.
An amazing story! The Cleveland Browns have made it into the NFL playoffs.
Hey, God damn, boy. Hey, if that don't
you
get you
don't-
hype, you don't got no soul.
You don't own the rights to any of that.
None of it. Wait, hold on. I
Zero
need
right.
my banner. I own no rights to anything ever. All right, like the Facebook. Leave me alone, please. Listen, look. I didn't stitch this hat together. I didn't put the Cleveland Browns team together. I'm Cleveland Browns everything today. I even got Cleveland Brown drawers on, but I don't want them to get me for copyright infringement on something with nudity or something. I don't know. Look, I ain't gonna show y'all my jaws, but listen, it's going down today. Cleveland Browns going to get that W, baby. Okay, the letter of the day for us is W. Letter of the day for Kansas City is L. Go ahead and YouTube that Elmo video if you want to get some insight on that. Elmo will let you everything. He'll let you know everything you need to know. Hold on, let me go ahead and take this down. Maybe I should just leave it up. I did not own the rights to this song for the whole day. You know, man, Facebook, leave me alone, man. Okay, so you know what we're here to do. We're going to give you our core four for our DFS, but we're going to go through quickly because we're going to go just basically explain the love that we have for our Cleveland Browns and everything we've been through and what we've been waiting for. So I'm going to start. I'm going to just go right to the right here. That's my right anyway. Slim Jimmy. Who you got? Just name your whole core four. Who you got in your lineup for today's 2-game slate?
Yeah, so a quick little winner here for everybody. I got a core four that kind of focuses on one game. You know, truthfully, there's one player that's not in it, but I'm going to take the cheap route on quarterback, and that's my boy Baker Mayfield today. He's the cheapest starting quarterback available today, and I think that they unfortunately get behind in this game, forcing his hand and forcing Stefanski to call some throws. Sticking in that same game, kind of like a revenge game, although he did it to himself, and I hope he knows why he's not there anymore. My running back is Kareem Hunt. I like him to have a big game today. He ran the ball like a madman last week. the Browns are going to come out like a pack of angry dogs today. That's what I'm hoping
sir.
for, at least.
Yes, sir.
My wide receiver, I'm going in the night game. The night game is capped by two quarterbacks that are, first ballot Hall of Famers, first and second in yards in yards thrown for. So it should be a made for TV game. You know what I mean? Like everybody's going to be watching this game. I got Michael Thomas catching the ball from Drew Brees tonight. I think he has a big night. Win or loss, I think he's going to catch quite a few passes. And then back to the first game, my tight end pick. You can't go wrong with Travis Kelce. Yes, he is expensive, but it's Travis Kelce. And, he's going to do what he does.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's got a great matchup today. I was going to say Tyreek Hill's got a great matchup, but Denzel Ward is going to be out there on the field today. Not that Denzel can just hold him and contain him alone. We're going to need help over top. Denzel's going to be helping underneath. It has to be full unison today. But I'll point this out a little bit later. It's been kind of interesting how the Kansas City Chiefs have barely escaped their last 5 games. Barely. They've been on cruise control, and it's hard to get yourself off of cruise control, So, we'll see what happens, though. I'm going over here to the new guy, not so new guy anymore. He be up in here. What's going on, Kai? Who you got for your core 4 for today's 2-game slate?
Good morning, everybody. I got here's the thing. Everybody can cheap down on the defense today. So your core 4 can be a little extra today. My core 4, though, Drew Brees, Nick Chubb, Michael Thomas, and Travis Kelce, man. I think those dudes are all going to have big games. I really hope the Browns just run the shit out of the ball today, which they should.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping for a big game for Nick Chubb. And that's my main guy. And go Browns.
That's right, baby. Ooh, ooh. Go Browns. Hey, I love the Michael Thomas picks, especially with the injuries in the backfield for the Saints. No Latavius Murray, no Taysom Hill. So take that gadget guy out of there. So that's going to open up some more opportunities for Drew Brees to make something happen. They're going to lean on Drew Brees today for sure, which means Michael Thomas is going to get some major shine. Joski Doski with the big old check. Don't ignore that giant check back there, y'all. You see it. You see it. Don't ignore it. It's there for a reason. Joski Doski, who you got for your core 4?
Man, the beginning half of the season was a lot better for me. I tell you that. If I can get a big check this week, that'd be nice. But this week, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go with Tom Brady at the quarterback position for $6,200. I think that game tonight is going to be pretty big between him and Brees. More of a chess match, even though they're not obviously throwing up against one another. They're playing on opposite sides. I think they're both going to go out and try to really, really show out. That's why it's, Brees versus Brady, first time in the playoffs. Hunt, 4,800 is too good of a bargain for me to pass up. Really, I think you can go either way. They're both going to have big games. I do slightly favor Hunt a little bit more because I feel like with this being a revenge game, even if he doesn't, pile up the yardage, they may opt to go with him in the red zone. So he might really get those touchdowns, which he's been doing, a little bit consistently this year. I have to stack with Brady. 6,200. I'm going with Brown, 51. Antonio Brown for 5,100. He's obviously come on the past several weeks of the season, from the end of the regular season to even last week. He had a pretty good game. So I'm going to go ahead and stick with that stack there. And then I agree with Andy. I mean, it's Travis Kelce. He's the best tight end of the slate. I want to go with, and I can't tell you I won't be flexing a tight end this week because I like Hooper. I like that matchup, and he's been getting consistent targets and catches over the past several weeks, and you can pay down heavily on him with 3,700. Kelce is 7,700. But you already know the 2 targets in Kansas City are Kelce and Hill, and Kelce is from Cleveland Heights, so he's going to be trying to show out for his home crowd too.
Okay. Hey, I feel it. Yeah, Mr. Cleveland Heights, Mr. Not drinking no milk during the 1 chip challenge. I mean, I can't get over that. I just can't get over it. It's so impressive. It's so ridiculously impressive. El Jefe. Who you got today for your core four?
Hey, man, I'm going all one game, but I'm in the consensus. Kelsey's going to get his. And, I mean, it's just what they're going to do. Denzel's back, and, you know, he's going to mix some stuff up in the deep secondary, but Kelsey's going to get all of his targets, and I agree with everyone else that Kelsey is the guy. And I'm going with Mahomes because he's the one that's going to be throwing him the ball, and I think he has a big day. Doesn't mean I think they win, but I think Mahomes has a big day. I'm going with Chubb, and then I'm going to – I like Chubb. And, I mean, they're going to have to keep Kansas City's offense off the field. So you have one of the best running backs in the league, so Chubb's going to have to get his today. And then I'm buying down on Hollywood Higgins. You know, he's got to hit somebody down the field. So I like Hooper as well. But I think Higgins, he's one of those guys, only takes 3 catches. You know what I mean? He can get 1 catch for 62 yards, and you know, he pays out real well. So I'm going all that game. I'm not sure what's going to happen in tonight's game. I'll give you a whole nother lineup for that later. But I like Mahomes, Kelsey, Chubb, and we're going with Higgins.
Okay. Hey, I love it. And I love the fact that you bring up that we have to keep Pat Mahomes off the field. I mean, I really hope we have to. We got to slow the pace of this game down from the beginning. I don't care if we go down 7 at first. We go down 14. Slow the clock down. The disparity between time of possession with the Saints and the Bears last week is what we need to aim for. That's exactly what we need to do. That's our game plan right there. You know,
yeah,
but we'll see. What's up?
Well, Jeff, let me ask you something.
Aliens got him.
He got him.
Oh no!
Here you go.
F.A. go. Where is it? Hold on, I gotta find it. We have an abduction. We have an official abduction. This is our culprit. This is our guy. He came and got our guy, Jeff.
Is that the same guy that got Frankie Lindor too? Oh, we're not talking about baseball yet.
Hey, hey, you be careful now. Man, hey, that
too soon.
Come on. Wait, my video not gonna play. All right, man. And when Jeff gets back, I'm sure he'll give us the footage of how he got out of there in one piece. You know, he always makes it back. He always makes it through.
I just got to figure out. I mean, that lineup doesn't seem like it's gonna really work out in his favor for what he's saying. So he said, "Oh, there he is. All right,
there he is.
Stop talking about Jeff. He's back."
So you said that Nick Chubb has to have a big game and keep Mahomes off the field, but you picked Mahomes because he's going to have a big game. So I mean,
he's going to have a good enough game.
Okay.
Right, you pick your picks and I'll pick mine. How about that?
Speaking of picks,
how about that?
Those Brown schedule picks over here. Yeah, that's how you look. You were far out. You were like dead last down there, way down at the bottom.
I think I'm the only one that said that they're going to go into Pittsburgh and win that game and make the playoffs.
Right.
But
hey, we all made solid ass picks. There's no doubt about it. I mean, I
picked them to win, actually. I mean, I don't know. I picked them to win, and I picked them to make the playoffs. So I'm going to tell you.
Let's not forget who was at the very top of that there list right there. I'm just gonna throw that out into the wind. No problem.
Second place arguments, Drew. Second place arguments. All right.
Hey, we can't forget about first place just because I'm in first. All right. So check this out, y'all. My core 4 is very simple. Okay. So Baker Mayfield, because he's gonna win today. He's gonna beast. Nick Chubb, because he's awesome. I don't care that I'm picking 2 RBs for my core 4. Get over it. Kareem Hunt. Go with Kareem Hunt. I'm also going Austin Hooper. Is there a pattern here? Yes. Am I a little bit predictable? Yeah, sure. Sure I am. That's fine. I don't mind being transparent. But listen, if you want to win today, you're going to listen to all of us and get these guys into your lineup. Plus Alvin Kamara. I have to throw that in there. You got to get Alvin Kamara in your lineups today because there's no Latavius Murray. and there's no Taysom Hill to steal opportunities away today. So you gotta do it. Even a little bit of Drew Brees, like what New Guy was saying yesterday. Drew Brees is gonna be leaned on a little bit today. So before these guys kill each other, I'm gonna show them something a little bit, lighten the mood up a little bit. I'm gonna show them what European football is. Hey yo, my dude was smoking a cig playing goalie. He said, I ain't worried about none of y'all.
He's a slippery snake.
All right, so we gave you our core fours for the day. I think I hit everybody. I also want Antonio Brown in there too. We could have done the whole lineup. We could have just ran through. But listen, if you wanted the full lineup breakdown, you go attend to yesterday's show where me and New Guy broke it down for everybody. And we gave exactly what we thought was going to happen. So now we just get to talk about our beloved Brownies. We're just going to kick it today and talk about the team we love. You know what I mean? And now I know most of y'all have secondary teams, and maybe even the Browns are your secondary team. For me, it's all I got. It's all I have. I have nothing else. I literally hate every other NFL football team. I don't hate the Bears because I randomly have met a lot of people throughout my life that love them and people who I love, like El Jefe down here. So I have a little soft spot for the Bears, but I'm Browns all day, every day. I was a fan from 94, even when we didn't have a team in 96 to 98. I was still a fan. I still had my Browns gear. I still wore it all the time. Yes, I got clowned. Yes, there were jokes, better jokes than Devontae Foreman and Jacoby Brissett are going to say for you guys a little bit later. There were better jokes than that. But, yeah, I don't care. Still, I rock these guys all the time. I rock with my team. Let's go, Brownies. Let's go. Woof. Mother effing woof. Don't get on my ass, Facebook. Leave me alone. I know I didn't coin the phrase, okay? I know that. But let's just move past it, okay? Andy, talk about your favorite squad, man.
Yeah, man. I can't wait for this game, truthfully. The only negative thing about it is that we have to wait until 3. I wish this game was being played at 1, man. I'm so anxious about this game. Truthfully, I really started watching. I know everybody talks about, I'm 32 years old. I've been a fan of the Browns since I was 1. Well, that's not the case for me. I really started watching football when I was probably a freshman in high school. So for about 17 years, I've been living in misery. Nothing. Yeah. Nothing ever good happens to the Browns. Well, this year we've got some good. This is what I'll say leading into this game. Win or lose, I think this season's a success, and I think it's only the beginning of great things. I think they've got like a 5-year run built into this team. But I wouldn't be shocked if they win this game. I've seen crazier things happen. They'll need a couple turnovers, but I can't wait for this game to start.
No doubt. Hey, before we get on, I feel that. I feel that every single word, Slim Jimmy. Before we go over here to New Guy, let's shout out our people who are saying what's up to us. Jayla Green say what's up, y'all. And she also says Lindor for life. Kai over here talking smack. Now you mad because he's not a Yankee. I get that though. And
hey, we got Kluber.
Too soon. Did you get Kluber? It happened already?
11 million.
Okay, he'll pitch 3 innings for you guys this year. I'm glad.
As long as they're solid.
I'm happy for you.
Worth it.
One of our Black Gamut Entertainment hosts, Courtney Duncan, says, P. Maybe he talking about Sean P. Sean Price. You know, hey, people love them some Sean Price in Brooklyn, bro. That's their notorious B.I.G. for real, or in Queens. That's their notorious B.I.G. for real. So, hey, that's that. P. That's my guy. All right, New Guy.
I'm a masterpiece.
Talk about I doubt that. Talk about your love for your secondary team, because we know who your first team is.
Yeah. I grew up in Jersey, so Giants fan. But the first snow game I ever watched on television, the Jets went to the old Municipal Stadium up there in Cleveland, and I was like, they have snow games in football, and I like the Browns now. But always been a Giants fan. But go Browns! I moved here, and my like for them, my fondness for them has grown, especially since half the people I know are Browns fans now. Fuck the Steelers.
Absolutely.
All I gotta say.
Yes. Yes. Look, I don't know what movie that's from. I don't know where he's clapping at, but I dig it, man. I dig it. Tell me about your
Hey,
love
you know
for your
what?
secondary team.
They are. Hey, I'll tell you this. I am a Bears fan. My whole family is from Chicago. That's just what it is. You guys know that. But I'm pretty excited, kind of for you guys. I was thinking about this over the last couple of days because my Browns fandom was growing up here. I grew up in Medina, and I used to go to the games. And I was in the 80s, back when the Browns were good. Brian Sipe shopped at the same grocery store that we shopped at. So I used to see Brian Sipe all the time. And these cardiac kids were for real. There was nothing like it. This was before your guys' time. But in the mid to late 80s, the Browns were one of the best teams in the NFL. They lost 86, 88, and 89. Out of those 3 years, they won a playoff game each of those years. And, some of the heartbreaks that we've seen, they were really close to making it to the Super Bowl. But I'll tell you what, the feeling in Cleveland was, if they win today, the feeling in Cleveland will sort of go back to match what it was back in those days. I mean, everybody loved the Browns. They had a chance to win every single week. I'm kind of excited for you younger guys that have never, ever had a chance to really get this. 94, we made the playoffs, and in 2002, we made the playoffs. But around those seasons, they were no good. You check out the 86, 87, 88, 89 teams, they were all good football teams. And like I said, they had a chance to win. And I'm going to agree with Andy on that. And I'm going to say that this team is good enough with a good enough base and a good enough start to start that same run that the Browns had in the mid 80s. So I really am looking forward to the Browns being absolutely opposite of what you said, Drew. You used to take shit all the time because you were a Browns fan because they sucked. The league stacked all the stuff against them when they came back. They didn't have a chance, and it's taken this long to get some people in place to put them in this position. Now they have some pretty good players. And look, I'm super excited. And for all of you guys that didn't get to see them in the 80s when the Browns were relevant, I think that we're looking forward to the next era where the Browns are relevant and look for some for some excitement. And honestly, I'm going to take the little homer route, and I think that the Browns shock. I can't say the world because a lot of people in Cleveland are hoping for the win, but I think that legitimate chance to win this game today.
No doubt. Hey, hell yeah. Hey, it's Cleveland v. World. Always. It always has been. Now, when you saw Brian Sipe walking around the grocery store, did he have a gin and tonic in his hand?
It was in his back pocket.
Oh, okay. Okay. Maybe a little gin and juice.
Brian, you know what? You wouldn't have even known that guy, because Brian Sipe, I'm a larger man than Brian Sipe was, and I'm only 5'11", 185 pounds. Wow. So you wouldn't have even known. You wouldn't have even known it was him without that gin and tonic.
Okay, I feel you, Jeff. Hey, and then we come in on one more thing you said. Yes, we've been taking shit for years for being Browns fans, and you know how when your football team wins that week, your whole week is just better. Like the whole week is better. Think about how little weeks were that much better because we were Browns fans, and there's nothing I could do about it. I tried to switch teams. Honest, I really did. I tried. At my job on my line, we had about 12 people. Some guy wrote every team down in the league except the AFC North, put it in a hat, and I got to draw out a team. The first team that I picked was Miami, and I was like, no, I'm not doing that. And the next team I picked was Seattle. Seattle wasn't very good yet, but they were getting there, and that was the same night as the Fail Mary when they won in Green Bay because the replacement refs were there. And I was like, okay, I think I can get behind Seattle. I think I can switch teams, but I couldn't do it. My heart wasn't in it. So here I am, still a Browns fan, baby. Joski Doski with the big old big old check.
Damn, that's big.
That's a big ass check. That's a big ass check right there, dog.
That's bigger than I thought.
Let me hold $5. Let me hold $5.
This is one of our fantasy league. You let me hold $5. All right, so I mean, clearly I'm a New England fan. My dad was. The story's been explained for quite some time now. But I do have love for Cleveland. Always have. So the one thing I kind of want to touch on, because I always get a lot of random people who are like, "Oh no, I thought you were a New England fan." Blah, blah, blah. I've always said, even when New England was still playing good too, if it came down to New England and Cleveland, I would go Cleveland just because I've seen New England win now 6 times. But then once Cleveland gets that first win, then you guys better believe that the next time around, I'm going back with my team. I did the same thing with the Cavs, did the same thing with the Indians. Cavs, it worked out. Indians did not. But looking forward to this game for sure. I think that it should be pretty good. There's a lot needs to go right. They need to play a perfect game in order for it to happen. But right now, I kind of just think they're playing just loose football. I don't think there's too much pressure. They've already exceeded all expectations, which makes it really interesting because they can just kind of go out there and have a little bit of fun. And that's usually how you go out and you win football games. So I really, really, really excited to see this game today. Hopefully Baker Mayfield goes out there and just tears them apart. And other than that, the only thing I can really say is go Browns. I got on my Patriots colors, by the way, under my Brown stuff. This has worked out for them the past 2 weeks. Like, for whatever reason, I wear these Patriots
I was
socks
going to say that
underneath, the Browns have won. So
whatever you wore last week, get it back on your body. Wherever you sat to watch the game last week, sit there again.
Don't move.
Look, don't you move a muscle. Okay, we need all the luck we can get today. Okay,
well, hey, you know what? There's two underlining things that work in their favor today. First of all, Kansas City is the hardest place to go into and play when there's 80,000 fans, and there's not going to be 80,000 fans, so that's a big advantage. A big advantage taken away from Kansas City, I should say. But the other thing is, Baker, all his life, these are the games that he does shine. These are the games that he's labeled as the bad guy, the underdog, and this and that. And I agree, Joe. I think that they are playing loose, and I don't think they have that many expectations. So, as he says, I think they're dangerous.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's hope that play calling is on point today. We're going to need it, man. We're going to need it. We got to stick to the game plan. Hey, Hefe, why don't you tell the people all the what you know about the last time Baker and Mahomes met on the football field? What happened?
2016, and you know what? All the storylines that every game has storylines. There's a lot of storylines here, but in 2016, Baker Mayfield was the quarterback for OU right after he transferred from Texas Tech. Mahomes was the quarterback for Texas Tech. And I believe there's still 6 standing records. Mahomes threw the ball 88 times, 734 yards, 819 yards if you add his ground game in. But Baker threw for 545 and 7 touchdowns, which is still the record. And in that game, D.D. Westbrook had 200 yards receiving. Joe Mixon had 200 yards rushing. Oh, and by the way, he added 100 yards receiving, which has never been done for an OU team. But I'm telling you, the numbers and the things that they put up, and it was back and forth. But the whole Texas Tech, all the stadium, you say, F you, Baker, and he fed off of that, man. He fed off of that, and he played. And seriously, that's one of the most iconic college games ever. If you've not seen the highlights or that game itself, it's amazing now, even that you know the outcome. It was 66-59 was the final score of that game. And it's funny because 2 years prior to that, Pat Mahomes made an official visit to Texas Tech and stayed with Baker Mayfield. So there's a lot of connections. Yeah, and Mahomes played against Myles Garrett in high school. So he knows Myles Garrett as well. There's so much familiarity with what's going on. He
gonna get to know him real well. He gonna know what he smell like today. He gonna know what he
says he
like.
is.
Damn right.
He says he's going to.
Hey, for everybody who hasn't seen the last time Baker played Mahomes, I got kind of a long clip that is gonna maybe be a little prelude to what we can expect today. Let's check it out.
Goes down as one of the greatest if you love offense, or one of the worst if you appreciate defense, football games ever played. It started off with Mayfield throwing a 56-yard touchdown pass to Joe Mixon just 97 seconds into the game. And it followed with another Mayfield touchdown strike, this time to Dede Westbrook on Oklahoma's next possession. 4 minutes into the contest, Mayfield already had 2 touchdowns against his former team, and there were plenty more to come. Texas Tech responded with a touchdown on its next drive. And then Mixon ripped off a 46-yard run for Oklahoma. And then Mayfield and Mahomes exchanged matching 23-yard touchdown passes in the final 40 seconds of the first half. Oklahoma led at halftime 30-24. At the end of 2 quarters, there were already 54 points scored in the game and a combined 862 yards of total offense. But the 2 quarterbacks who knew each other quite well, they were just getting started. The third quarter was a game of ping pong when it came to passing touchdowns. Baker threw a touchdown. Then Mahomes threw a touchdown. Then Baker threw one, which was just an amazing one-handed catch by Joe Mixon for the score. But then Mahomes threw another one, and then Baker answered and threw one more, which was an incredible scramble drill play that turned out being a 34-yard touchdown strike to close out the quarter. The third quarter alone saw 5 passing touchdowns between Mahomes and Mayfield. In short, it was nuts. And then the fourth quarter started, and it got even crazier. Mahomes kept throwing and throwing and throwing. Patrick Mahomes would attempt 88 passes in this game. Yes, 88 pass attempts. But Baker and Oklahoma kept answering and answering and answering. At one point, it was 59-45. And Mahomes showed just a glimpse of what he would do over the course of the first 4 years of his NFL career, hurling one of his now patented back foot passes and hitting Kiki Kuti on a 56-yard touchdown strike to cut the deficit to a 1-score game. But Oklahoma would answer with yet another Joe Mixon touchdown. All right, so it's done, right? No. Mahomes then would go on to throw a 5th touchdown pass just a few minutes later. But Mahomes and the Red Raiders would simply never get a chance to get the ball back because Baker and Mixon put the game on ice by converting a first down. The game finished, but the numbers were pure.
Oh, yes, I want to see that victory kneel today. I want to see it today.
Would you guys sign up for that today?
No, absolutely not. My heart, I wouldn't make it through the game. I wouldn't make it through the end.
Baker won. I would take that today.
Woo, man, I'll take the victory any way I can get it.
You don't own the rights to that highlight.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Hold on, let me put that
Take it back. Take it back.
Right. I take it all back.
If you played in reverse, is that what that means?
I wish I could do that. Where'd my rights go? I don't own the rights to anything, Facebook. Leave me alone.
I don't own any rights.
None. None. I own none. Oh man, these guys, Facebook, man, we're gonna end up. Never mind. Let me get off of it. Joski Doski with the big chat. You got any comments on that ridiculous ass video?
No, I mean, I don't know if I necessarily want to see a game like that because I don't know if the weapons were quite the same for Mahomes back then. So I don't know. I think my heart would probably blow out of my chest if
Right.
I watched a game like that.
Dude, I would not be able to. I just can't. I can't go through that, man. You know, there was an article that came out about probably 14 years ago that said watching Browns games is actually bad for your health. It really is. All of the ups and downs, and to end up so disappointed by the end of it is actually really bad on your heart and your blood pressure.
That's because all of them ended down. They all ended down. Even the ups ended up down for all those years. I tried to not watch the Browns for like 4 years when they won like 2 games in 4 years or whatever, and it was so disheartening that you felt better by not even watching them.
True. Absolutely. And a lot of people forget that we were up a lot of those times by the end of the third quarter. We were up in those games. It's just the way that it ended was so horrible. It was so bad. But listen, we are a different team. We can close games out now. I was saying that back in week like 3 or 4. I'm like, oh, wow. We're closing out. We're closing games. We're controlling the clock when we need to. We're doing what we got to do. We're converting on third downs late in the game. Man, that's a big deal. All right, so wait a minute. Hold on. What happened? Who got abducted? Who's gone? Where'd they go?
Guy.
Guy! New guy! We've got an abduction. Where's our guy at? Here's our culprit, people. All right. This is the guy we're looking for. This is the guy. You can trust him, but if he come for you, you're in trouble. Okay. 100%. You're in trouble. I don't know where Kai went, but all right, guys.
So I just read something pretty interesting. Only 4 times since the merger has all 4 favorite teams won in a divisional round. Yesterday was 2-0. So if you go off of that, then that's leaving obviously Cleveland and Tampa in good positions for today.
Oh, Cleveland, Tampa, huh? Oh, so where will your allegiance be for a Cleveland Tampa showdown?
Cleveland.
Oh yeah,
you can say that, but I'm telling you,
I can say it and mean it. That's the thing. It's like I told you. I just said this. Like what, Tim? And this is exactly why I said it, because it's like, you know, it still gets forgotten no matter how many times I repeat it. I haven't seen Cleveland win, and even with the whole Brady situation, am I rooting for him? Yeah, but it went New England, Cleveland, or Cleveland if they would have made it, of course, against New England, and then it goes Brady, just because if neither one of those two are in it, then why would I not root for him? Who else? If Cleveland loses today, who else am I supposed to root for?
No.
Should I not root for the guy that just got them winning my franchise 6 championships? Maybe I should go root for Rodgers or something, right? You know.
If they end up being in the Super Bowl against one another.
Okay, we'll use the exact same order that I just gave you.
You say that. I just don't buy it.
I'm sorry. I don't follow Brady like you follow LeBron.
Yeah, you do.
You do.
You just don't admit to it.
Absolutely. I almost hit that button 5-6 times today. Okay, so and we're lucky to get away with 2.
No, timeout. So you guys are trying to oppose me on that, Andy. You literally, how much have you followed the Cavs this year?
Fox Sports got taken away from YouTube TV, so it's pretty much impossible. I watch all the highlights. But
how much you follow LeBron?
Here's the thing: is even before LeBron was a Cav, I was not a Cavs fan. It is what it is. I just wasn't.
Okay.
It just wasn't. If that was always the case, always been a big Indians and Browns fan. Always.
All right, I'm all Cleveland all the time. I don't care if we come out and set a NBA record for losses in a row the year after we let go or LeBron ditches us. You know, I don't care. I was still watching. I'm still watching now. You know, that's my squad. That's my team. Andre Drummond. Yes, that's one of the best moves ever. Turns out he's on a trading block, but we could save that for an NBA show. But
go Gladiators.
Yes, Gladiators, Monsters, Lake Erie Monsters. Yes. Let's go. Hey, let's talk to our people real quick. Jason Steinloop says we have to win at the line of scrimmage. I not only is that necessary, but it's gonna happen. Our lines are much better than the Kansas City Chiefs lines. So that I'm actually not worried about that aspect in the game, which gives me confidence in our ability to control the clock when it matters. You know?
Yeah.
We'll see about that. Let's see. Jayla's laughing at Joe. Yeah, you do, Joe.
Okay, I mean, hey, we're gonna have a discussion about this so I can check all you guys on it because I never once was like super on board, like where I'm like sitting here every single week rooting for Tampa. Like I was rooting for New England and Cleveland. Go check the timelines. I'll go ahead and pull them up. I would go through that.
I remember that.
Now it's money. Now we're betting money on it since we're so confident we're on live TV right now, live Facebook.
There's no betting money on something you can't see, because what you're saying is one thing, but I know where your allegiances lie.
Okay, well, it's like you're acting like I'm sitting here watching Tampa Bay games at my house all day long or something. That's not happening.
Oh, but you'll always watch every game, just like all of us.
Yeah, I watch every game.
That.
I don't just watch just the Cleveland game either. Like, you know, you guys are deadlocked on Cleveland. I watch Cleveland. I watch New England. I watch that's why I spend money on a ticket. Like, I'm just saying, like, you guys are acting like I'm like full-blown Tampa fan. I am definitely not that.
No.
No way.
I've always claimed. I've never claimed to be a Heat fan or a Lakers fan, but I'm a huge LeBron fan, just like you are a Tom Brady fan.
Okay, but we're not in the same boat because I'm not strictly rooting for you. Strictly root for the Lakers.
No, for LeBron.
No,
if
and the Miami Heat
for the Greek Olympiacos.
Okay.
If LeBron played for the Greek Olympiacos, I would find a way to get some sort of dish connected to the top of this apartment, and I would be watching those games.
The Greek what?
Greek baby.
I'm just gonna go ahead.
Thank you.
I'm gonna revert to what you told me a little bit ago. It's the difference of what you're saying and what can be proven, because you were a Miami Heat fan. You and Jake Lolly both. I got to tell you about it all.
A LeBron fan.
Okay.
Any team he's on, I buy. You know, it's just nature. I'm gonna root for him, so I'm rooting for that team, I guess. But I don't have Lakers gear. I don't have anything like that.
Right, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and take these New England clothes off now. You Browns are on your own today. I'm gonna go watch it somewhere else too. I'm gonna ruin all of you.
Now you're taking it all personal, man.
Oh, jeez.
Personally.
Hey,
well, if Joe's not rooting for him, they're going to lose now. don't even watch it, guys.
Turn it off. Don't bother. Just get depressed now. No big deal. Oh, my goodness. Okay, guys. So we're going to go ahead and give our parting thoughts today. Let's start with Slim Jimmy, because that order with me just going in one direction is so much easier than anything else. So, Slim Jimmy, what's your parting shots today?
Parting words are don't fan scared. Just go into the game, believe in what you believe. I know Kansas City's a very good team, but there's no reason to fan scared. Just go in there and hope for the best, man. And, you know, at the end of the day, I'm sure that Cleveland is going to give it their best shot today. So let's go Browns.
Let's go Brownies. Let's go Brownies. Joski and Doski with a big old check. What's your party?
Well, I was going to say something Browns related, but I'm a Tampa fan, so it's going to be a great game tonight. Tom Brady. No, Cleveland, Baker Mayfield game-winning drive. The game's going to be tight. It's going to be high score. Unfortunately, I don't want to see what we were looking at in the video between the two of them, but Cleveland's going to beat Kansas City today. It's going to have to be with a lot of points on the board. Yeah, Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt are going to get theirs in, but Baker is going to have to make some throws. He's been playing pretty efficient over the past, 7, 8, 9 weeks or so. I think he does it again today. Today, he's just going to have to show why he deserves to be the quarterback there, and he's going to gain all the respect that the people that cared about him being on the team start to lose for him, and all the people who never believed in him never had. He's going to gain all that today. Game-winning drive against Kansas City. Browns to the AFC Championship game.
Okay. All right. Hey, I'm going to hold you to it. New guy. He's not so new anymore. I think you need a new. You need a new nickname. What's
extra
up? What
extra medium guy.
Extra.
I thought he was Buck Thump or something.
I can't say
Chuck Fump.
Chuck Fump.
Yeah.
Chuck Fump. Okay, I can't say that unless I'm reading it or just heard it because I will screw it up.
That's
I will
all right.
screw it up, and then Facebook will do what they do best.
They will censor you even more. I just want to say quick on the late game. Saints favored by 2.5. I would take them. But the game that we're more interested in, Browns are underdogs by 9.5 points. I would really take that bet. But the money line, if you think the Browns are going to win, they are plus 400.
Wow.
So if you bet 100, you win 4. And if people are really, really confident in the Browns today, which I think they have a really good shot, I would definitely take the 9.5 for the points. But and the over under 57, from what we saw from that Texas Tech OU game, I think 57 is going to be way under what the final is going to be. I think they might put up 85-90 between the two teams. And I think some people are saying the first to 40 is going to win. I think the first to 50 might win. I hope it's a shootout. I really do. I think it's going to be a fun game to watch. Go Browns. I'd like to see them play Buffalo. We'll take a road trip next week. We'll hang out and do the show from Buffalo. Hang out with some Mafia.
Oh my
God! The
goodness.
question is, are you going to let them spray mustard all over you?
Mustard?
Yeah.
If I get free hot dogs, perhaps.
Okay.
Mustard?
Oh, you got to look that up, man.
Oh my God. We'll be fighting, and we got to go there deep. We got to be deep. They ain't get me with no mustard. I'm going to wear my good jersey. We going to fight for real. We going to fight for real.
If I go to Buffalo, I'm definitely fighting someone because I'm just going to bring my Patriots jersey still. Just go in there and just to get it cracking.
Yo.
You got to bring the good karma, man.
I don't play that.
You're one of those fans that goes to an Indians Detroit game and wears your Red Sox gear. Boo.
I mean, you've been going to Yankees games as a Mets fan for your whole entire life. So
you a Mets fan now? Kyle, you switching sides? You a Mets fan?
Jets, Mets, Nets, man. You know it, dude.
He's in
the
he likes the
Forget
Your
it.
mom told me you were a Jets fan growing up.
I am whatever you say I am. You tell me what I should be. We'll go from there.
Why would he say he is?
I think Eminem. Hey, that's copyright infringement. Eminem already said that. Eminem already said. Oh, where my banner at? We don't own the rights to those lyrics. Facebook, don't trip. All right, we know Eminem said it. Damn.
And Biggie is Brooklyn's Biggie. Sorry, P.
Right. I love me some P. I love.
I'm gonna get you a combined jersey, all three of them, a Jets, Mets, Nets jersey. I'm gonna combine all of them.
Jets, Mets,
Clark
Nets.
on the back.
You got to make sure it's New Jersey Nets. You guys are schmuck. Hey, you guys are schmucks. That's how we say it in New Jersey. You schmuck. you schmucking fuck. You fucking schmucks.
Oh my gosh.
My fault,
man. LFA, man. What's up? What's your parting thoughts?
You know what? This goes a little bit to what you were saying, and over the past decade, the Browns, it's not about the players and the things that they did, but we had a saying in this house that the Browns just can't help but Brownsing it up. Horrible penalties, horrible turnovers, horrible clock management, horrible play calls. All these things have been part of why it's so hard to be a Browns fan or even watch Browns games there for a while. What makes this one different is Stefanski seems to have changed some of the environment. They still have at times this year done some things, but you know what? The Brownsing it up is in the past. And I think that's what makes them exciting. And I think that's what gives them a chance this year and for many years to come. So I really hope, and I don't think they will, but I think the reason it's so exciting is because going into this game, we're not expecting them to make the stupid holding call. We're not expecting Stefanski to make a bad play call or anything like that. So I think that the excitement around the Browns is real, and I think they have a real chance today. I hope they kick the winning field goal, win by 3, man. I'm pretty excited.
Hey, I'm right there with you, Hefe. I'm right there with you. Hey, somebody whose name I cannot pronounce whatsoever says Jets suck. Hey, that's for your brother though, Kai.
Zach Grayson.
Wait, how you say that again?
Like Zach Grayson. I think that's like
sound it out, Drew. Sound it out.
No thanks.
Mike Zach Grayson.
I think he said. I think Joe said it right. So that's where we're gonna go for sure. Actually, that's funny because Janice said that would actually be a really sweet combined jersey. Like I like combined jerseys and combined hats. Like Kai, you got that one Vatek. What is it? Yankees hat? I don't even know how you get. Like mind blowing. I love that shit.
You can go to Liz. You can go to Liz.
Right. Liz has that stuff. That's crazy to me. I have a Bugs Bunny Atlanta Hawks hat that I don't wear anymore. I guess that's a combination of some kind.
Did you have it airbrushed in '92?
No, unfortunately, no.
Everybody's wearing some Looney Tunes gear back in '92.
Right, I tried to
with the airbrush.
I tried to bring it back. It wasn't happening.
You and your girl had the matching airbrush jackets.
All right, y'all. Hey, this how we're gonna leave today's show. How we started today's show with a Browns hype video, and I didn't mean to rhyme, but that's just how dope I am. And if that's somebody else's lyrics, I do not own the goddamn rights. All right, let's go, Brownies.
No more excuses. Seed is getting hotter and hotter. I still believe, I still think he could have a big bounce back.
The Browns are winning and they're kind of crazy, sexy, cool, if you know what I mean.
He slides home. Touchdown. Baker Mayfield for the score. He throws end zone open. Hooper, touchdown. Cuts wide open. Touchdown, Browns. Little trickery. Landry's a lefty. And it's caught by Mayfield. Richardson got him and hit him. Sheldon Richardson. Myles Garrett's got him. And he knocks him down.
We do feel the love. Like I said, I see all the flags when I'm driving to work or driving the stadium. So we understand the excitement there, and we just got to make sure that we continue to give them something to be excited about.
Rifles, touchdown, Landry. Here he comes, touchdown, Nick Chubb. Touchdown, Hollywood Higgins posing with his teammates. Touchdown, it's Hollywood Higgins. Gordon is there, it's 2 points for the Browns. Oh, Harrison Bryant caught it, touchdown. He's throwing down the right sideline. He's got people jammed wide open. He's gone. Touchdown. Right sideline. Oh, what a catch by Higgins. Oh, a touchdown. It's Kareem Hunt.
The Browns are a new team.
An amazing story. The Cleveland Browns have made it into the NFL playoffs.
Let's go.